That's what's up. Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9 hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep, go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laughs in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar. Hey. Wild card bar. Wild card bar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card bar. Wild card bar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card bar. Wild card bar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card bar. Wild card bar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Hey.
Give me a second, let me light up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition, hosted by Mr. Modelo himself. You already know the name by now. You know what I'm saying? Wild Card Mar. You already know the vibe. Pull up, let's go.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card Mar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are here. Yes, we are here once again. Let's give a shout out to Silent Hill TDS. Tap in with him on the bottom of the screen. That's my guy right there. Hitchhikers on YouTube. Tap in with him. Tap in with him. Tap in with him. And yes, thank you for tuning in to another episode of I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition. I am your host, Wildcard Mario. And when you see my handsome face, you see my guy's face. That's my guy right there, Jersey boy MJ. What's up with you, man?
What up? What up, man?
Hey, man, good to see you. Good to see you. I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. Hope everything is fine and dandy, man. We got a lot to talk about. As you see in the headlines, yes, we will talk Game 5 recap of the NBA Finals. And if I remember correctly, there was somebody on this show that picked Nuggets in 5. I don't know who it was. They picked Nuggets in 5. I don't know who that person was. But bravo to that person for picking Nuggets in 5. I mean, you know, it is what it is. We all can't be right, but somebody was right. He was so right that he's glowing in the dark over there. Yeah, there it is. But no, got to give MJ his props. He did pick Nuggets in 5. So we'll hey, come on, Mike. Hey, man, I'm handsome like I'm up. Well, I can't speak for MJ. I can only speak for me. I'm handsome, damn it.
Dude, if I'm an ugly motherfucker, he an ugly motherfucker. You know what I mean? He came from the same balls I came from.
I was about to say, if you ugly, he damn so ugly.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all was thinking the same thing, dog.
He's just a taller version of me being ugly. You know?
No, that's
what's up, bro? Good
to
have you on the show.
What's up with you, Big MJ? That's Big MJ right there. That's Big MJ.
Yes, sir. No. That's my big old brother. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk finals recap. Like I said, somebody pick Nuggets in 5. We'll let him get his little, toot his little horn a little bit. We'll definitely talk that.
Ain't nothing to about my team wasn't in there.
We'll also talk a couple of top free agent names to keep an eye on. Keep your ears glued to the NBA Twitters or rumors and see where they could possibly land. We'll talk that. And I saw an interesting article from ESPN. A senior writer wrote about how medical liability might hinder your top care for some of your top athletes. I think that's an interesting topic we need to talk about. And of course, as always, I make no bones about NIL money talk. More pressure on capping or putting barriers around NIL money and NCAA. They're getting real serious with these talks, so we'll definitely talk that. But before we even do all that, y'all know what we got to do. We got to set the tone in this joint. I hope everybody had a great weekend because it's Monday.
You mean? Oh no, not this. Oh, I thought you meant to set the tone.
Oh no. We all set the tone our own certain way. I already got something rolled up. You already know that. So I'll be sparking that in a little bit. I'm actually drinking water. I've been drinking a lot of water recently, and for those who know me,
you should.
Yeah, I'm trash at drinking water, but like the last couple of weeks, I've been on it, man. Like I've been having my mason jar, and I've been having because it holds about 32 ounces, so I refill this about 2-3 times a day lately, and man, it's crazy. So, because I'm terrible at water, MJ. I'm terrible, bro. But
I feel you.
Hey man, we need some clues. We need some clues for tonight's jersey reveal. What you got for us, dog?
All right. Tonight's clues are going to be within the last 23 years. Within this decade.
Okay.
I'm sorry, not this decade. Within the century. Within the 2000s.
Okay.
He is a one-time Super Bowl wide receiver champ. Played his entire career with one team. Is not in the Hall of Fame. And has almost about 10,000 yards receiving in his career.
And you say about 10,000 receiving yards?
He's got just under 10,000 yards receiving in his career. Played for one team. He's a one-time Super Bowl champ. Wide receiver, second-round draft pick.
Second-round draft pick, huh?
Second-round draft pick, yes, sir. He's a second-round draft pick.
Second-round draft pick. All right. There you go, folks. Those are your clues for tonight's Jersey Boy MJ Jersey reveal. So, hey, I know what time it is. Time to reveal the jersey. All right, let's get it, MJ. So, here's your clues. Again, within the 2000s, so at least between the last 23 years. Second-round draft pick, won Super Bowl title, played his whole career with one team, and no, he is not a Hall of Famer, and he has around 10K receiving yards. And I'm going to go, my guess is, I'm going to go Hines Ward. It's probably wrong because he is not a second-round pick, but I have no idea. So without further ado, Jersey Boy MJ with the jersey reveal. Who we got, dog? Is that Armani Toomer? Is that Armani Toomer? Did Armani end up getting one?
His final season.
Oh, was that 07?
Yep.
Oh, he was on that roster.
Yep.
Damn.
He retired after the 08 season. Yep.
Damn, that's wild. All right. There we go, folks. That's actually a good one. I like that one. I like that. Jersey boy MJ right there. with our jersey reveal for Monday night. Got a little Armani Tumor action going on over there. I love to see it. So, hey man, nice tone setters right there. Nice tone setters right there. We had a lot to talk about, so I really didn't. Man, appreciated MJ. I really didn't get to a top player tonight because we had a lot of things to talk about. And hey, the Jersey Boy MJ jersey reveal is catching on. For those who think you got what it takes to match up jersey for jersey with the Jersey Boy MJ. Come on the show. Come on.
What are you doing asking me that question? I hope you ain't asking me that question. Come on.
What, Armani?
Yeah.
Where did Armani go to?
You don't know? Ask Detroit Mel.
He went to Michigan. Oh, he did. I forgot. I forgot he was a Wolverine. Mm-hmm. I totally forgot about that. That's crazy. That's wild. Well, let's talk about these finals, man. Let's get to it. Hey, Jersey Boy MJ was right. He called it Nuggets in 5, and lo and behold, Nuggets take care of business tonight. Before we get too deep off into that, I just want to say, hey, congratulations to the Miami Heat for being such a great underdog story. But yeah, it just wasn't going to happen. And I'm actually surprised that they pretty much left time on the clock. Probably about like 10, 11, 12 seconds left on the clock after Jimmy took that 3. And they kind of let him shoot the free throws and shoot the clock out. So yeah, we got another MJ in the building. We MJ heavy tonight.
Yeah.
And I'll say this: I was surprised that Spoelstra let them run out the clock. And I'll say this as well.
I kind of wasn't, you know what I mean? He knew it was, yeah, let him celebrate on the home court. He's been there, he's done that, got the titles,
I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, What's good, Double J? Shout out to Jay Jones, 613.
What up, Double J?
You know what it is. And it's crazy. And the reason why I say that is he said I'm OG. He said, "Oh, younger brothers are MJ too." Oh yeah, y'all MJ heavy in this joint.
His younger brother's my name.
That's wild. But no, it's Jimmy Butler did a good job of coming alive in the fourth quarter. I'll say that. I was looking for the right words. He came alive in the fourth quarter. But damn it, down the stretch, he made 2 bonehead plays that I just did not like. Multiple times I saw him get to the lane, do a jump, stop, and look to pass. I'm like, bro, you're in the paint. Take the shot. And so I didn't like that. I was like, Jimmy, why are you hesitating? Like, you need to make these buckets, and you're relying on making 3-point shots after you stop and kick it out. And so that cost him a turnover at one point. All right. And here's another issue. I didn't like that 3-point attempt that he took that was very highly contested. It was probably like 16 or 15 seconds left in the clock, and it was so close. I was like, yo.
And he's not a 3-point shooter.
Bingo. That's why I'm bringing that up, MJ, because he's not a good 3-point shooter. I did not like that at all. I was like, yo, what are you doing, Jimmy? You did so great of bringing your team back into the game. Hit a couple of clutch threes, and all of a sudden that was a bad shot selection, and then that turnover was costing. I'm like, whoa, like damn, Jimmy, yeah, that did not bode well for the squad. It didn't bode well for him, and I think it was almost a self-inflicted dagger at that point.
Yeah, basically.
You know what I'm saying? Because you kind of feel like the momentum and the energy and the juice of what was left of Miami just kind of went away after that. It was done deal. I was just like, I was like, no, I did not like that shot choice at all. And
Jay, even if he asked for that shot, like Jimmy's not a 3-point shooter.
Yeah, you don't
even if he asked for that shot, like he's not your go-to man from downtown. Well, I understand he wants the ball in his hands.
True.
He wants to make that bucket, but to call a shot for a 3 when you're not a 3-point shooter, that's sketchy to me, man. That ain't good basketball.
Well, I don't mind him asking for the shot. I just don't like the shot selection.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. Like,
yeah,
if you're gonna do your thing, do your thing. Don't call your own shot for a 3 when you're not a 3-point shooter.
You were only down 3, and like you said, just the timing of the shot that they took. It was so early in the shot clock, and you had enough time on the clock. You didn't have to rush to take that 3. As in, you could have got a 2-pointer, and it'd been a 1-point deficit, got back, maybe fouled, put him to the free throw line, and still had your chance. Because let's be honest about the situation. Denver was shooting 56, pretty much 57% from the free throw line.
Yeah, they couldn't hit. They're easily, on and off all the entire game. Missed like 9 or 10 free throws they missed?
They missed 10 free throws. They were 13 or 23. That's 57%. So that's what I'm saying. I was surprised that he took that shot. I was surprised that Spoelstra pretty much waved them off and said, nah, man, let them celebrate. I mean, you lost by 5 points. My thing is the way that they were shooting at the free throw line, I would have taken my chances by keep extending the game, put them back on the free throw line, and see what the hell happens.
Yep.
MJ, this is it. This is it. This is the finals. Even if you win tonight, you got 3 more games that you could possibly make something happen.
This is your goddamn season on the line.
Yes.
Everything is on the line. And how does Jimmy Butler make a living?
Playing ball. Playing basketball.
Relying on the 3 though. You know what I mean? Like, he creates havoc in the paint.
Yeah. You're right.
Lives and dies by his mid-range, driving to the lane, drawing a foul. Why did he not? If you're gonna pull your card, why don't you pull it to your strength?
Yeah.
Why are you gonna pull it to your weakness?
Yeah.
I mean, like that.
Yeah. You're right. He did it last year too. But Double J brings up 2 great points right there. I don't know. I could tell they were gassed out. They were probably just like, yo, man, we're pretty much, put it all out on the line, trying to get here to even get to this point. And I don't know. I just didn't care for it, those shot selections, and just kind of pretty much giving up. I mean, if they're not shooting well from the free throw line, extend the game as you want. And I kind of really just said it as you typed it. Yeah, them boys was gassed.
You could see how they were done.
Yeah. Mentally, physically, everything, emotionally.
They were wiped, man. They overachieved. Can't take none away from them. Had a hell of a run. Just played a better team. I mean, they beat better teams.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying better than Denver. They beat teams that were better than them here in the playoffs. But they just ran into Denver, who's just they were a different animal this year.
Yeah, they were too good.
And they're going to be a problem going forward because they got a young team. If they could keep a good core of that team together, Murray, Jokic, Gordon, Porter Jr. If you can keep those 4 together for at least the next, let's say, 5 years, just being nice 5 years.
Yeah.
There ain't no reason why you can't win another 1 or 2.
Yeah. And Jamal Murray didn't even have an outstanding game tonight. And
they kept him pretty much in check. Yeah,
they pretty much kept him in check. And that's why I was looking at Miami. I'm like, yo, you actually got 1 of the 2 people that you needed to keep under wrap. And my thing, that was kind of one of their keys to victory, is try to at least, shut down one of those 2 guys. And they got what they needed tonight. And quite honestly, in my real humble opinion, I think Denver left the door open for Miami to get this game tonight. And
they let Miami hang around, and like really didn't finish them off the way they could have.
You're right. I agree. And
they kind of just had it like in cruise control and didn't want to go over the speed limit.
Yeah,
it's like they set it at 65 and just
MJ. Hey, look what he said. He said Michael Jordan never gassed.
That's right.
Larry Bird never gassed.
That's right.
Magic with AIDS never gassed. Hey, I love it. I love it.
That's how we doing the fan, bro. You know?
But
But
here,
he right though. You know, he right. You know, I mean, Larry only gave up because his back. That was, you know, that's the
his
only thing
back
that gave
was
up on him.
yeah, his back was jacked up. But I mean, I'm looking at Miami, so this is what really killed them. I mean, didn't play well either. Hey, to your point, Jay, you're right, because what it is you feel that pressure to close it out. You know what I'm saying? You feel that pressure to you're at home, you're in front of your home stadium, and then y'all heard how that arena was. They were loud. I mean, they felt it. You could feel the energy. There was electric in there, and they kind of knew what time it was. And so I think that's why, to Jay's point, yeah, that fucked you up. I know. To Jay's point, that's what happens sometimes. I mean, when you play in front of your home crowd and you got a championship to clinch it, because guess what? You don't want to go back to Miami in Game 6, and you damn sure don't want to leave it in the hands of a Game 7.
Nope.
You never know what happens there. But here's another thing that really killed Miami tonight. So 33.3% in Game 1, 48.6% in Game 2. So Game 2 was a game that they won. 31.4% in Game 3, 32% in Game 4. They shot 25.7% from three-point field tonight. I mean,
say that. Yeah, say it again. 25%.
25%.
That ain't getting the job done.
And that's why I'm saying when you shoot that bad from the 3-point line, and that's why I'm going back to the fact of the matter is, you took 96 shots, and
I gotta pull these stats up myself.
Yeah, 96 shots, and you go 13 to 39. Hold on, let me. I'm throwing all the wrong shit out there. That was the wrong game. So you take 96 shots, all right. Yep. 35 of them were for 3, and you only hit pretty much 26% of them. Hey, that's what was killing me with Jimmy Butler doing that, driving to the hole, jump, and try to pass it. Like, come on, what are we doing? I don't know, man. I just didn't like that shot selection for them. I didn't like the.
Bro, even if you look at the other side, like Denver shot 5 of 28, 5 of 28 from downtown.
They were shot horrible from the 3-point line.
17.9% from downtown, but yet they still shot 45% from the field.
Yeah, because I mean, if you pretty much look at it at 28 shots behind the 3-point line, that's probably around almost 25% of the shots that they took in the whole game. So they did. It wasn't no 50% of our shots are 3 points and everything else is at the rim or jump shots. So it's like they made sure that they didn't get 3 heavy. They just weren't making them tonight, and that's what also kind of helped Miami stay in the game. That and the bad free throw shooting. The inconsistent free throw shooting is what kind of kept Miami in the game. Also, Denver, they were going crazy with the turnovers for the most part in some of this game. I mean, a 14-8 ratio, but they were kind of going crazy with the turnovers and kind of leaving that door open. And I'm just like, come on, Miami, fight, give us something else. And they just didn't have it in them, man. Just didn't have it.
They ran out of gas.
Yeah, man, it'd be like that. Well, let's move on to one more NBA topic, and then we'll keep this train moving. So there's going to be some free agents. Obviously, that's part of any sports. Do I know who New Jack is? Come on, man! One of the greatest pro wrestlers in all history. Come on! Oh my gosh!
My brother don't know. Yeah, he's Lamar big into wrestling, bro. He knows his shit.
Oh, Mike, I'm hurt that you. Come on, I'm mad. Mike asked me that. I'm mad about that. No, I'm kidding, Mike. No, hey, R.I.P. New Jack, man. One of the greatest underground wrestlers. That was well known. He may have been underground, but he wasn't underground. He was very well known. R.I.P. to him. Yeah, ECW.
That dude was nuts.
Yeah, he was nuts. Dog. He didn't care. He was about it.
When they say somebody ain't wrapped too tight, yeah, he wasn't wrapped at all.
Hey, I seen a promo from New Jack one time. He was deep down in somewhere, West Virginia, and he said, I don't give a damn about none of you motherfucking hillbillies. I'll come out there and fuck your wife. And I was like, whoa. And you know that's New Jack all day that would say something like that.
And you know he meant it.
Oh, he meant it. Oh, yeah. New Jack was like one of the characters where his promos was more a portrayal of him. It wasn't his character. That was 100%. Hey, I wonder how many lines he would snort before he go to the ring, bro. That was crazy, too.
Talking about LT status.
Oh, nah, he got LT beat, bro. Come on, man. Nah, I'm willing to bet he got LT beat. He make LT look like a chump. For real. Let's get to these free agents. I saw that Javante Murray for the Hawks, he'll be a free agent in 2024. I doubt he'll get there. I'm looking at the Boston Celtics, Danilo Gallinari, Grant Williams. They're up for free agency. So is Blake Griffin.
Retire.
Yeah, Blake Griffin need to go ahead and put it down. Grant Williams, he's a nice piece for anybody's bench. Nothing to go crazy. Seth Curry, I will look out for him. That's a shooter. I will look out for Seth Curry. He may not have the same love as his big brother Steph does, but he has just as good enough jumper as good as his brother to make a splash. And he could be a 3-point specialist. You smoke weed with New Jack? Oh, I'm jelly about that. Cameron Johnson, that's the name to look out for in this free agency market. A nice young guy that can.
Well, the Nets already said they'll match any offer.
Oh, they should, because if they lose him, you ain't playing with too much more left on that roster if you lose him.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but I would expect a bit more for him because he's an athletic wing guy that can do something great for your roster. Charlotte Hornets, Kelly Oubre Jr. is a free agent. Miles Bridges.
That dude always seems to be, on the move one way or another.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of team hopping. You got Andre Drummond, who could possibly be a free agent out of Chicago. Patrick Beverly, you can use him for defense. You know what I'm saying? Or Nikola Vucevic would be a nice center for anybody looking out there. Caris LeVert, he's going to be a free agency coming out of Cleveland. Yeah, Caris LeVert, that's a nice guard, shooting guard that you could possibly get. Could bring in some buckets, depending if he wants to do anything. And here's a big one. Here's actually a couple of big ones on the Dallas Mavericks. You got Christian Wood, who they traded to help. Before he got over to Dallas, that dude was a walking double-double. So he's a free agent. And Kyrie Irving. Yes, Kyrie Irving will be a free agent.
We just wipe him up.
Come on, man. I would find a way to obviously I think the Mavericks are going to try their best to keep him. Me personally, if I'm Kyrie, get the hell out of there, dog.
Yep.
I wouldn't want to be there. I would not want to be there.
Nope.
No, not at all.
It's hard because they're the same type of player. Luka's got a better inside game. Kyrie's got a better outside game, but they both need the ball and they both can't work off the ball.
Yeah.
So pairing them together for the future, nah, I don't see that working out.
Hey, J said Dallas won't bring Christian Wood back. I think that's a mistake.
And I agree with him. I don't think they're going to either.
I think that's a mistake, though. The reason why I
do
think
too.
that's a
I do
mistake is
too.
because he can play power forward, and he could possibly be your you know your center when you go small on your small lineup. MJ says, MJ, who should the Knicks go for? Go ahead, think about that while I continue right here.
Well, one name you already dropped, like Karis LeVert.
Mm-hmm.
He's already showed he could play in New York, even though it was for that B squad. At least he played over here. So coming back home wouldn't be hard for him. Because Knicks do need shooting. They do need shooters. But yeah, I'm not gonna say definitely. Him as a possibility, but not 100%. But they do need some type of shooters on their team. I'll say that. I'll wait for you to finish rambling off.
Kyle Kuzma. I'll say this, Double J. The reason why Wood shoots too many threes is because look at how that offense is ran down there, in New York. I'm sorry, not New York, Dallas. You're pretty much watching Luka dribble, and you got to stand around the 3-point line. And just wait for opportunity, and that's including your big man. Porzingis did the same thing. Kristaps Porzingis is a 7'3", 7'4" tall dude, and all he had to do was just stand around in the 3-point line and hope. All right, you done, Luka? All right, I'll take the ball. All right, thank you. So yeah, I mean that's unfortunate, but I understand what you mean though for sure. So the Lakers, man, they got a lot of free agents. Austin Reeves, they'll probably bring him back. Rui Hachimura, I think you should definitely bring him back. D'Angelo Russell.
He showed a little something with the Lakers.
Yeah.
Even when he was with Washington, he was a nice little player.
Yeah.
So that's something I would definitely entertain on bringing back if I was the Lakers. Definitely.
Yeah, I would definitely entertain it. I'm looking at the Clippers. Obviously, Russell Westbrook is probably their main guy that they only have that really worry about when it comes to free agency. And of course, Memphis Grizzlies, they already let us know that Dylan Brooks ain't coming back on any other circumstance. So they already made that known.
He's already booked his one-way flight to go hang out with Dwight.
He headed to Taiwan. Because I don't even know if there's a market even for Dylan Brooks outside of Memphis. I can't take on the antics, and you're not even a dope player like that. No. Yeah, Seth is right now. He is currently a Brooklyn Net, but he is slated to be a free agent, so he could be on the move again.
He was part of that Harden and that Harden for Ben Simmons deal.
Yep. Miami Heat, who Eastern Conference champions this year. You got Max Strus going to be a free agent. Gabe Vincent. Udonis Haslem is retiring.
Max Strus is another name to possibly watch out for.
Yes and no.
You're not going to get him at an expensive price.
No, you're not going to get him. He's going to be relatively cheap. Yes.
Possibly watch out for.
Well, yeah,
coming off the bench maybe.
And I'm glad you said that because that was what I was thinking. I'm like, hey, he could possibly be a nice reserve for you. Obviously, what we saw from him in this playoffs, because let's be honest, Oladipo was hurt, Tyler Hero was hurt, so you got some people that got hurt, and Max Strus kind of was forced to put in a position where you need consistent production from him, and you just didn't. Victor Oladipo, he's a possible free agent. I don't know.
And he can't stay on the court.
Healthy, yeah.
He had a couple good years there where he ran good and looked like he had a lot of promise, and then injury bug hit him, and he never been the same.
Yeah, straight up. The Bucks actually got a good amount of people who are going to be free agents. Chris Middleton, they got to make a decision. Well, he has a player option, so it's up to him.
He'll opt in.
Of course he would. I'll take the money. Jay Crowder.
If they don't rework that, and sign him, he's definitely he'll definitely be back.
Jay Crowder, he'll be a free agent. Joe Ingles, Thanasis Antetokounmpo, so Greek Freak's younger brother, and Brooke Lopez, who's been key for them. They'll be a free agent. Let me look. Who else? Who else is worth talking about? Oh, Knicks. So here's your
hell no, bro. Hell no.
no.
Hell,
no. Did you really just say that, Mike? Oh, no,
bro.
Hey, Mike, this is a James Harden free show,
bro.
This is a James Harden.
Absolutely not. No.
You guys got a team option with Derrick Rose, whether to pick that up. Miles McBride,
Let him go.
Trevor Kills, Dwayne Washington Jr.
Let him go.
But here's one that I think that y'all better not let go. Don't let Josh Hart walk out.
Josh Hart. No, yeah, he opted out of his deal, but they're talking about re-signing him and bringing him back.
Don't let him leave the building. You just don't. I'm sorry. You don't. You do not let him walk out the building. Orlando Magic, nobody really to talk about. And then 76ers, of course, the biggest name from them is James Harden. I don't.
Let him go.
I would.
Let him go. He's a team killer, bro. He really is.
The Phoenix Suns got a lot of people that's about to be free agents. And all right, I'm gonna say this now. I think the Phoenix Suns are going to be in trouble. And the reason why I say this is because you got a lot of these guys who are about to be free agents, and they're not really, people who are going to make that much of a difference on your squad. But you already gave up a lot to get KD. And so now you're pretty much stuck with KD, Booker, and a whole bunch of nothing else around it. And I don't see how the hell they got a chance to even try to, flip their roster over. They need to. They got nothing. Portland Trail Blazers, Jeremy Grant is the one that I'm actually looking out for. I would.
Do you know who drafted him?
Well, Jeremy Grant.
Yep.
When he? I can't remember who drafted him. Who drafted Jeremy Grant? Knicks. Oh,
yes, sir.
Oh, that's why.
I forgot who they traded him for, who they traded him away for, but yeah, they drafted him.
Yeah,
at Notre Dame, I believe.
Sacramento Kings got a big decision to make with Harrison Barnes. I would try to get him in there or keep him on the roster.
Bro, he's been around since like the 90s.
Yeah, but he's worth it though. Harrison Barnes ain't that old.
I'm just saying, like, you keep hearing his name like every year. It's like, he's still in the league? You still in the league?
Yeah.
He's still in the league?
Yeah, it seemed like forever ago when he was still at North Carolina, don't it?
Long, lengthy motherfucker.
Toronto Raptors. So Jakob Poeltl, free agent. Will Barton, a free agent. Gary Trent Jr., a good defensive player on the free agent.
Jakob Poeltl is a good piece too.
Yeah,
he's not a bad center.
Yeah, I think so too. That's a nice reserve to have, size-wise, coming off your bench. Listen to this name, Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet. I will look out for him.
They said he's expected to opt out because I guess he's got a player option. Maybe.
If I'm Miami, I would grab him up in a heartbeat. I would, because that gives you a damn good point guard who can score, and you don't have. There's two things you wouldn't have to worry about. You wouldn't have to worry about. You wouldn't have to worry about your point guard duties and another scoring option. For Miami, because that's what they're really missing. They need a legit bucket getter, and I think Fred VanVleet is decent enough as a bucket getter, and he's an excellent point guard. I think that would be a great fit. And it wouldn't cost you a shit ton of money. I don't think so.
I do.
I'm looking at
he's going to come expensive. He ain't coming on the cheap.
No, he won't. Jordan Clarkson for the Utah Jazz is a big notable name that I think people should watch out for. That's a good backup point guard to have on your bench. And then of course,
he'll be on the move.
Yeah, like Double J said, Kristaps Porzingis, he has a player option. So if he opts out, I think you should definitely take a flyer out on him. And of course, Kyle Kuzma, like Double J has said. So there's some players out there that's going to have a chance to do something great, and some of them I would. I'm looking at my Lakers. I'm like, I wouldn't mind if you go get Kristaps Porzingis. It looks weird with him and AD down there in the paint and LeBron and them, but if you want to try to lengthen the career of AD, I don't mind being at the sacrifice of letting Kristaps Porzingis, take defensive matchups and be a size difference. Hey, he got all,
and he can shoot the ball.
That's bingo. He can shoot.
Yeah, he can shoot the ball.
Yeah. So a lot of I think there's some good names coming out in free agency that can. I'm not gonna say they're like altering that they can take your franchise to an NBA championship, but Fred VanVleet, I think that's a difference maker for a team like the Heat. That makes a difference in a series like this that they just lost. I think so. Just an opinion. But hey, we'll see what happens. Let's keep this train moving. Because
everybody could use a Fred VanVleet.
Yeah. You know what? I gotta get your opinion. All right.
Shoot.
I gotta get your opinion on a topic, big homie, because we talked about it in today's show. But I need to hear from you though. I need to hear from you on how, because we talked about it many a times on our show when it comes to the running back market. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have many conversations on it, and I got to get your opinion on what Saquon has said. I'm trying to find it. Give me a second. Because he said some very profound things, and I gotta ask the Giant guy. On this topic, because I think it plays into the whole pretty much discussion that we've been having for weeks on things like this when it comes to players and especially running backs. Hold on. Give me a second and I'm going to find this clip. Most boring final series in recent decades. What's up, Ryan?
Why was it boring? Because your bum-ass Lakers weren't there? If they would have beat Denver, Miami would have beat them in 5. So what up, Rido? What's up, bro?
Back.
Long time no talk.
Oh, long time no talk. No. All right, I got it right here. Let's play this clip, and I definitely want to get your opinion, seeing that you are the Giants fan.
Saquon, quick question about the market for running backs. Do you think maybe, in the next collective bargaining or something that
What happened?
It stopped at the collective bargaining room. That
running backs. Do you Saquon, quick question about the market for running backs. Do you think maybe, in the next collective bargaining or something that the union and the owners can come together and find something that works out better for running backs? Because it seems like a lot of guys are just not being paid at the value that they need to be paid.
I don't know, because that's going to be in 10 years. And to be honest, I love the game a lot, but I don't see myself being on a football field in 10 years. But what I will say about the running back market and the value of it, what do you think is going to happen? They tagged the top 3 guys. We didn't get a chance to hit the open market. So when we don't get a chance to hit the open market, it hurts a guy like Miles. It hurts all those other guys. They put the cap at 10. And then when they have the tag, they have all the leverage and the reality of it. But there's a personal side of it too. There's a human side of it too. And going off back to the question what Kim said, how I felt like that they're diminishing what I've done since 2018. I'm not saying that, but everyone will talk about the running back market and this and that and the third. Every team is different. Like everyone, there's a thing that goes up, and I think you mentioned it before about quarterbacks in the Super Bowl and how many rushing yards the top rusher But every team is not like every team. Pat Mahomes is a 2-time Super Bowl MVP, 2-time MVP, and like this is not everybody have Pat Mahomes, and this is no knock to Daniel Jones. So don't even try to flip like that. And then you look at the Eagles, who play Jalen Hurts, a great quarterback. That team is amazing, but every team is not the Eagles. Every team don't have that much talent. And when you come to my situation, come to me personally, I feel like that I helped our team a lot. I feel like not only on the field, but off the field. I feel like as a leader, I feel like obviously there's a conversation of my numbers going down. I think there's a whole lot of other stuff that happened to play. It's NFL, you know. We were a one-dimensional team in the beginning of the season. We were running the ball. We have a great coach. We played Detroit Lions. They came in, bust that ass, stopped me. We had to switch it up, and we have a great coach with Days and with Cav, and we had a whole new game plan. We came out and found a way to get the job done and make it to the playoffs. But going to the running back market, when you talk about the running back, no, I don't agree with that. I think that it's not fair because I don't think Tennessee Titans is a great team, but Derrick Henry's one of those guys on those team. St. Fran's a great team, but Christian McCaffrey's one of those guys on the team. Josh Jacobs, the list go on and on. And I think when you talk about the New York Giants, I think even Pierce came on and said it. I have a lot of respect in this league, and I think that's how I should be viewed.
All right, MJ. Talk to me. You the Giants fan. What do you think about what Saquon said?
Ain't nothing but the truth.
Okay.
You know, give me 1 second. The thing is, he's absolutely right, you know, about running backs hitting the open market. They're not going to get that type of money that they desire because of the franchise tag. With the franchise tag set so low, or even kill it at 10 million, these running backs know that they're undervalued at that point. You know, especially Saquon Barkley. You take him off and Giants went 9-7-1 last year. Okay. Daniel Jones was dookie for damn near half the year, more than half of the year. He was average at best. You take Saquon off that team last year, they ain't going 9-7-1.
Yeah.
You take Saquon off the team this year, you definitely ain't coming out with a winning record. So you drafted him in. You drafted him in the first round. Paid a man. You know, like I've been preaching this. Offered a man 3 years, $42 million. That's 14 a year. You know, you're not tied up too long. You're not tying him up into like his mid-30s. You know, to have a clause like, maybe after year 2, you could cut him and only be, X, Y, and Z against the cap. But I would sign him, at least 3 years with a let's say a team option for year 4.
Yeah.
So let's say, let's say year 3, you definitely show decline. All right, we could cut you now, and cut our losses. We don't have that option after 3 years. You're not tying yourself into huge money, and you're not tying yourself into a lot of years. So if I were the Giants, and I do believe a deal is going to get done. I really do. But yeah, they can't afford to lose him. As for the rest of the running backs, look what it took Austin Eckler to get some kind of raise.
Man, he fuss, fight, bitch, and moan and got $2 million, and that was it.
That was it.
He got nothing long term.
Nothing.
No long term security at all. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest about this running back position. It's been trash for a while on how they value it as a financial reasons, and we've been talking about it for weeks, MJ. I mean, you're talking about Dalvin Cook, a guy that's ran for 4 straight 1K seasons, 4 straight.
Yeah,
and he gets released. Doesn't even get a chance to even get traded. The team didn't even get no value back for him. A guy that ran 4 straight 1,000-yard seasons is on the street right now, unemployed.
But the thing is, these other teams knew Minnesota was going to cut him. So why would you trade for him
and give up trade capital?
I mean, unless Minnesota's asking price was fairly high, why not fucking throw out a 4th-round pick on him? 3rd-round pick. You know what the man could do?
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't know who offered what to Minnesota or if they did, because Minnesota let it know that if they can't trade him, they're cutting him. So maybe these teams said, "Fuck it, I'll gamble and not give up my draft capital or any of it, and I'll take the shot at signing him off the street."
And here's the biggest thing that I think people need to pay attention to what Saquon said. He said when it comes to personal, when he's talking about him, and he's right, because not all situations are the same. And no. I say that to say this because you look at Kansas City, you don't need an elite running back.
Nope.
There's a running back by committee. You got 2 or 3 running backs that are designed to do specific jobs. All right.
Correct.
All right. Now you look at who else? New England. They got a running back by committee, but it don't really matter anyway.
Yeah. But they've usually always done that though.
Look at some of your teams that have these Eagles. Like he said, the Eagles. You don't need a star running back for that roster. They primarily run a running back by committee. You don't have a star running back in Buffalo. You don't have a star running back in some of these places.
Miami.
Yeah, you don't have a star running back in Miami. You got places that literally have so much talent, and especially talent at the quarterback level, that having a running back is just a position for the most part. But when you have people like Jonathan Taylor in Indianapolis, when you have people like Derrick Henry in Tennessee, when you have people like Austin Eckler with the Chargers, Josh Jacobs with the Raiders.
The Raiders, yep.
Saquon Barkley with the Giants. These are guys that are accounted on in that position. So they themselves transcend the position. As in, we are so accounted for in your offensive production that I'm just more than just your running back.
Correct.
I'm a big chunk of your offense that transcends a position. And so if I'm Saquon, I would hold out. I would. That's just me personally, because if you want to change the value of your running back market, and because they are using you as a big chunk of their offense, then pay me for being a big chunk of this offense. To me, that's simple economics. And if you can't get it, then okay. Then I guess it is what it is. But I'm not going to continue to put my body and the future of my career on the line without guaranteed financial security.
Yeah.
That's just me personally.
Excuse me. And he knows. And what's that?
I said it comes down to the business side of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And and Saquon knows that he said, like, he's not going to be in the league in 10 years. So you pay him, for what he's worth right now, like what he's doing on the field.
Yeah.
And if you're going to go off, off the past, okay, you got to look at last year. Last year he was healthy. He had a couple of years where he was banged up, and he admitted that, like, okay, I was, didn't put the numbers up. I was hurt.
MJ, real quick, MJ. Just to back up exactly what you're talking about, the availability of Saquon Barkley, because obviously that's always been a big talk of his narrative. So let's check this out. His rookie season, played all 16 games, started all 16 games, 261 carries, 1,307 rushing yards, 11 TDs. All right. Then he had another 91 receptions, 721 receiving yards, and 4 TDs. That's his rookie season. Of course, he won Rookie of the Year. All right. His sophomore year, had a couple of injuries. He played 13 games, started 13 games. 217 yards, 1,003 yards, 6 TDs.
2013 carries.
So what was that?
You said 213 carries.
217 carries. My fault.
217 carries for how much?
1,003 yards, 6 TDs. And then he threw in another 52 receptions, 438 yards, and 2 TDs. All right. Now, his third year, this is when he had the significant injury.
Yep.
Only played 2 games. All right. That's your injury year. His fourth year, obviously coming off that significant injury, he's not going to be 100%, and he's not going to be the same Saquon. Played 13 games, started 13. 162 carries, 593 yards, 2 TDs, 41 receptions, 263 yards, 2 TDs. Okay, down here. Get it. Got it. Okay. If you want to point to that year and the year before the injury year, if you want to say those 2 years, you're like, okay, Saquon, maybe that gives me hesitation. I can rock with you to a certain degree. But then you go to last year.
And you got to think, that year he played 13 games, he might not have fully trusted himself either. After coming back from injuries, you get that psyche going, like, I don't know if I can cut this way or cut that way or, do certain things because I'm afraid, X, Y, and Z might happen again. So
the moment you have a significant injury that's like Saquon had, the year it usually takes almost 2 years for you to be getting back to your normal self. So this year that just passed was his second year from that injury. Played 16 games, started all 16, 295 carries, 1,312 yards, 10 TDs. Then he had another 57 receptions, 338 yards. So he was a big part of your offense. Stayed healthy, played all 16. Well, there's 17 games. I keep thinking this. Damn it. That damn 17 games be really killing.
Yeah, that'd be bugging. It's crazy.
Okay, so missed 1 game. And for whatever reason, so be it, whatever. But still, he 99% of your games. Who cares?
He didn't play the last game of the season.
Because it's because you guys couldn't move up or down in this anyway.
Yeah, he sat against Philly the last game of the season.
Why would you play him? Yeah. So I'm not even factoring that into this. But the fact of the matter is, Saquon was healthy. For the most part, he's been here for your team. The 1 year, the third year, the injury, okay. But 3 games, so 4 games, 3 games. When did he start playing 17 games? Last year?
2 years ago.
Okay,
was it last year? Was it last year the first one?
I think it was
either last year or year before. I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
I'd be forgetting sometimes, man. But anyway, regardless, I mean, you're talking about 1 game miss, 4 games miss. So we're talking about 7 games missed in his whole career. So let's kill that injury narrative about Saquon Barkley. I mean, we get it. He had a significant injury. Injuries happen in the NFL.
Yes, they do. And sometimes it takes just a little bit, just a little bit longer, to bounce back from that certain injury. Like I said, guys might be afraid to trust themselves, or they're just their body hasn't responded as well as other people's do. Because some people heal quicker than others. Like me, for instance, being a diabetic, I don't heal as quick as a non-diabetic.
Yeah. So
I could have just like a normal cut in my finger. It could be healed in 2 days by a normal person. Me, it's like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That type of shit. So imagine, your body, you tear an ACL or something, your body not bouncing back as quick as you wanted to, no matter how much PT you put into it and all the stuff on it. Sometimes it just doesn't come back as quick.
Hey, he's 26, and you hit it right on the head. A 3-year deal is perfect. You get the last little bit of what could be possibly his prime and be done with it.
Yeah, like I said, sign him 3-year with maybe a fourth year option. A team option. 'Cause you don't want to leave it in a player's hands, because if he's dookie like year 3,
Yeah,
and then he's got that option for year 4, he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna take it.
yeah, he'll always take the money. But no, you're right, because think about it. If you want him to be part of your future, you just make the playoffs with him and Daniel Jones, and you said it. I've said it. He said it. Hey, he said don't even try to twist it on me. I'm not saying anything bad on Daniel Jones, because he made sure you wasn't gonna try to flip that on him.
No, yeah, that's it. Like that's my quarterback. That's my teammate. That's my friend.
Yeah, but
you're not gonna twist my words.
But we all know the deal. Daniel Jones ain't them. Daniel Jones did his job, but he ain't them.
No.
And hey, you got
he was serviceable.
Hey, you got your $40 million just because of the position you play.
Yep.
And because me personally, I still wouldn't be like, nah, I don't care if it's a position. I ain't got to pay you $40 million.
No, and I agree with you. Like, that's paying him $40 million for what? Like I said, you could have franchise tagged him for 32 and let him one more year. Show me if you could do this one more year under Daboll.
I like that. Let's see if you can do that.
Because even this past year, you look at the numbers up and down, it's like, all right, yeah, you cut your turnovers down. That's great. But overall, your numbers were terrible. 15 touchdown passes.
Passing game, it was real mediocre. Yes, you're right. It was mediocre.
They had no they didn't have much weapons to throw to either.
No.
And by the time the end of the season came, like, that's when he really started picking it up with like Richie James and what the fuck is his name? And Isaiah Hodgins was the other one.
Yeah.
He started picking up with them too late in the game. So late in the season.
Yeah.
Weapons. I mean, if you don't have them, it's hard to work with.
That's the Miami Heat.
Yeah.
That's Miami Heat. How much weapons matter, and when it comes to building your roster, and Saquon Barkley is pretty much your Jokic. Why would you not want him on your squad? He is your centerpiece. He is the thing that gets your offense going. Say what you want. I know you paid Daniel Jones, but we all know who was the driving force of that offense.
Yep.
Don't be silly. Don't be foolish. I don't care about the whole, you don't pay a running back the second contract. Well, guess what? He's pretty damn special. It's not a lot of him coming out of the draft.
No.
Ain't a lot of him sitting around just on the bench, on the streets, looking for a job.
And like you said, he's only 26. So you're not locking him into a 7-8 year deal.
If he was 29, 30, I can understand having this conversation.
Correct.
He's 26.
That's why I'm not trying to push the envelope either, giving a big deal. That's why I said 3.
No,
you 3 with like a 4-year option, and that puts you right at age 30.
You don't have to break the bank to really keep him. And I honestly wasn't a fan of the contract you gave Daniel Jones. I will stand on that hill for forever.
Yep.
You didn't
rely. Like I'm right with you. I'm right with you, bro.
I can understand it.
You can't pay Jones if you're not going to pay Saquon.
Derek Carr went for New Orleans for $37 million now, dude. No, I'm not saying like I would go with Derek Carr.
I'm saying Derek Carr is a better quarterback than Daniel Jones. I'll say
it. So my thing is you didn't have to pay him $40 million.
Nope.
You didn't have to. And now you're sitting in this situation, just like the Chargers with Austin Eckler, he's more closer to 30, so he's like 28. So I can understand being a little bit hesitant on that one. But still, from what he does for that squad, I'm like, 3-year deal, like you said. Let's go. because you got a window. You got a window, and if you want to compete in that AFC West and knock off the Chiefs, you gonna need Austin Eckler. You want to compete in AFC, don't you?
For damn sure you gonna need him.
You need Austin Eckler because
you need all the help you could get at this point. You know, to throw in Kansas City and Cincinnati. You know, you're gonna need.
Well, not just that, MJ. Just their squad in general. How many times does Mike Williams miss games? How many times does Keenan Allen miss games?
Yeah, I agree, absolutely.
You got your wide receiver 1 and 2 in and out of the lineup, just about every year, all season, every year.
And the thing is that like Keenan Allen is so good when he's on the field.
Both of them are good as shit. Yo,
Mike Williams goes up, he got the hands, but Keenan Allen, like some of the things he does on the field. Keenan Allen is something special, man.
Mike Williams is like 6'4", 6'5", big ass wide receiver and runs like a deer. Keenan Allen is about 6'3", 6'4", floats like he's on a cloud, runs pristine routes, hands like crazy, and they got the talent like crazy. But they in and out of the lineup. Austin Eckler had to do everything he had to do last year.
Yep.
I'm trying to tell you, fantasy heads, watch out for Austin Eckler. Grab him.
Yeah, I had Mike Williams last year. So what does that tell you?
Nah, Austin Eckler, grab him.
I had my 2 backs last year was Nick Chubb and
not bad.
And I had another good one too.
But it's people like that. You make sure you keep them on their roster. You just
Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook was my other.
I don't know why Minnesota did that. I get it. Some of these guys are going to be 27, 28, like Eckler and Cook, and you don't want to break that much bread to a guy that's about to be close to 30. I get it, but you can still eat those last 3 years, like MJ said, of what's supposed to be your prime and be done with it.
Yep.
And what that does, that creates your window to get to playoffs, get to NFC or AFC championship games, to get to a Super Bowl. That gives you a window. That's what it does. Oh, well. I know we had some other things to talk about. We're going to save it for tomorrow because I think that's a good period point right there for the show. But, man, great show tonight, my guy. I love that.
Yes, sir. Good show. Very good show.
Great way to end. But y'all know what the deal is. If y'all want to chop it up with us, please go follow us. I.O.W. Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram. Most importantly, the YouTube channel where all the content is stored. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and share. Spread the word what we got going on. Word of mouth is the best thing that you can ever do. Support is free. Hey, you want us to blow up? The only way we do that, y'all keep supporting us. Shout our names to the top of the hills. You know what it is. I.O.W. Sports 1 on Twitter. And then on Twitter, you can catch me on there. KC Wildcard Mine. Jersey Boy MJ, tell them where they can find you on a Twitter, boy.
Catch me at Jersey Boy MJ, and that's Jersey with a Z.
Yeah, you did.
Yes,
and
sir. Yes, sir.
Out of here. Make sure that y'all have a fantastic Taco Tuesday. Enjoy life to the fullest. Spread love and joy. And stay sucker free, like my man Double J say.
Take them titties out Tuesday.
Peace and love, y'all.
Silent Hill TV, yes. Hitchhikers. Yeah, smoking so much dope, I'm seeing traces. Visual lasers load across the scene is dangerous, aggressive like behavior. Couple monsters for my neighbors, resisting human nature. Persistently getting greater, bloodshed like the Terminator. Fire up the green, I need it, increase the dopamine. Feel better, so I kill better, doped up of cocaine. Roaming like I never had a home, so I'm all alone. Smoking bones down the chromosomes till the filter's gone. Suffocating under heavy pressure, the signature